So we got the fantastic Albert.
There we go.
Chef. First, my friend, chef.
Okay.
Co-founder of Manhood Academy.
Okay.
Yes. And a holistic healer. So look, we're pleased to have you here, man. We're gonna get educated. You think what would be good is if we talk to the inner child today.
Okay.
Like it's been a lot of the healing I've been going through, and I think Albert can help us through this one, man. So
Wait. First of all, so how's your day been? You know?
Why?
I'm saying.
You see when you said we had the fantastic, incomparable... You didn't say incomparable, innit?
no.
You say infallible?
No.
You say great.
He used absolutely
You just said fantastic.
They're all lovely words, though.
It's like an anticlimax. You know, one's like, the fantastic Albert. I didn't change my name, you know. Like, it's not sexy, innit? Like, the awesome Albert. No, but my day's been awesome. It's just gone very quickly, you know. Like seriously, I woke up and I'm here. That's all it's been. Literally, I feel like time, man. My experience of time is just sped up.
Yeah.
It's like you got a lockdown time, you know.
Yeah.
Literally, you know them ones there. So it's like
No pun intended.
none whatsoever. It's like when you're chasing a girl. You know them ones that you're like waiting out. Back in the day, you'll be on your road. This was before mobiles, isn't it? Like, she'll be coming
waiting.
No, I went to school. I went Highbury Grove, yeah. So my school was down in Highbury, but I used to have an archway. So like in archway was it was an intersection. So you had schools from Finchley, schools from down south. Everyone would intersect there. So I remember these days there was no. I think you just about had a pager. If you had a pager, you were cool. You get me? And these times when you had a pager, you had to call up the operator and say, "Tell Albert, you know what I'm saying, I'm waiting at the house." Then I'll page you, beep beep beep. This person, John, said he's waiting at your house. So those days, like, time was different, innit? You'll be sitting down waiting, because we used to wait for the girls to come now. BD girls, EGA, all of that. And you'll just be waiting. They're like, 3:30, they're not here. All right, next bus. Next bus.
Bus watching, you know.
Next bus. Seriously, bro, it was like that for me. It was lonely. And then you start seeing, like, you know, the flick of the hips come down. And So anyway, time's not like that anymore. It's like you blink your eyes, like you're in 2000... No, we're in 2020 now, isn't it? You blink your eyes, you're in like 2050. It's just gone so quickly, and I feel like the day's gone quickly as well. So for me, I appreciate moments like this where we get a chance to just no phones and just interact. You feel me, and connect.
A lot of people don't do nowadays.
Nah, it's like it's becoming a thing of the past. It's almost becoming extinct now.
Yeah,
what, you're asking me how I'm doing? You wouldn't know how I'm doing.
Yeah, for real.
People want to beat you up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Straight.
I respect that, Gav, man. I felt like you controlled the speed of the whole thing with that question, man.
Because I remember even last night, like when we had Yaz here, it's just a nice thing with, like, because you never know. Like Albert could turn around. Do you know what? The journey here was mad. I saw some guy and he did it. You never know. Like it's nice to just ease into it. Like,
I agree, man.
And we don't. I think a lot of people ask how's your day been in general, but it's like now it's just a throwaway question.
They don't. Yeah, I was gonna say they don't
Do you
genuinely care.
think it's even like it's? I find it very hard to recall my day sometimes. Just recall, just like know what I've done in a day. I feel like I was watching this guy and he was literally just lives in some cabin somewhere in a cold place, and he was talking about being bored and doing nothing. And he was saying how now what we try to do is we try to fill ourselves up with all these different things, all these different activities to make us not bored, and we don't appreciate the whole living thing, which is what I think he was trying to get at. And it's true. Like now, days do go quick. Like the fact that we can look at our mobile makes the time go quicker.
Yeah.
Because before, like he said, we used to watch and actually wait. Like, think about it. What, like, actually watch and wait for the bus. Like, you know what I mean? Now, if someone's like, you'll just get a call. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Straight away. You didn't have to wait. And if you're going back further than that, what if, like, actually, it's a good story. Like, I remember I was speaking to my granddad, and it was weird. I was actually asking him, how did you meet my grandma? And the story was mad. It's just come to me now. And he was like, so she lived on a different island, believe it or not. So
That's the next one, you know.
So imagine this. So my mum.
Big up St. Kitts.
Yeah. So I was from like St. Kitts and Nevis, and they're neighbouring countries. So you got St. Kitts there, Nevis here. Now she used to visit her family that are in St. Kitts, and like one time he met her, like just met her or whatever, and he was waiting for her the next time. So she's come this time, and they just basically missed paths. So you can imagine, like, the way they met was like, you're going to be here. But when she came to that place, for some reason, he was somewhere else. So it was just random chance that later on in the day, they kind of met each other. And it was like that kind of chance that put them together. And sometimes, you know what I mean? I feel like maybe even in relationships and this stuff, like, we don't even take chance for... We don't have chance because we're so now. Everything's so now. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
man. Chance or purpose?
Yeah.
Because if that didn't happen, you wouldn't be here.
Ooh.
Imagine that, bro.
blood clot. You just realised that Do you know what I mean? I could have been some next Don. I'd have been saying.
I see four.
It's crazy, isn't it?
So what island was your granny from?
So my grandma's from Nevis.
Nevis?
Yeah.
I've never heard that island before.
Yeah, so it's usually, literally, when people talk about it, they go St. Kitts and Nevis because they're quite close, they're neighbouring.
So like Trinidad and Tobago, sort of.
Yeah, or the Grenadines.
Yeah. So it's just like one of those islands. Nice island though, if anybody ever wants to go there, I promote it.
I've seen the drone footage you've done.
Oh yeah.
London drone.
The drone guy, come on, get your bookings in.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But that's how people used to meet. You know what I mean? It was sometimes it was like you met someone. There was like a chance that you would never see them again.
Yeah, literally.
Like you could. But there was no. You take the phone. Okay, they had phones, but I think in those days, even the phones weren't like certified. Like phones worked sometimes, I think. You know what I mean? Like the actual phone line, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what you just reminded me of? This is a bit random, but I was watching something the other day and the guy was talking about along the lines of that and he was saying, this is an example, he goes, like even cheating. He was like, back in the day, I could cheat with a chick just one borough away. Now, you can't even do that. She might see her friends snap just pop up or something like that. But then even another thing is like landlines. You remember you had to call up. If I want to go link you, I have to call up. And I have to speak to your parents.
Can I speak to Danielle, please?
Yeah, exactly. Like, but that's gone now. That's why you have a lot of parents who don't even know who their kids hang out with.
Well, are you not trying to say dating apps it's not good. Yeah, like
I don't know.
what do you not think of dating apps? Yeah, dating
I don't
apps.
know. Like initially, I'd have been like, nah, because that's what nah. It kind of takes away, that thrill of the chase when you're courting a girl. I'm saying courting, If anyone doesn't know what that means, that means when you're moving to a girl, that entire process,
He's already there.
Words come out of my mouth, and they're like ancient English words.
That's some Shakespearean.
So when you're like moving to a woman, a girl, or vice versa, or you're dating, now I was like, it kind of removes that entire process. But it's not like that for everybody. I know the dating apps are killing it now. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just say what you want, innit? Like you can be very clear. In that way, people are a bit more liberated. If they want sex, they want sex. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time when people are meeting up, man, they're meeting up with two different agendas.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you learn, after maybe a month or two, you know what I'm saying? Now, oh my gosh, you're going left, I'm going right. The reality was, it's like, it's none of your faults. There was just a communication wasn't there and it wasn't clear. And a lot of the time, we're wrapping things up in what we think the person wants to see or what they want to hear, as opposed to, like, what's our intention, what's our agenda. So I think dating apps have liberated people in the sense where you can just say, I want sex. Like, I've heard there's dating apps for swingers. There's dating apps for everything. And you said, we use that.
You seem like he was on it. It was on it.
You have never been so sure. That's how you win. It's like you co-founded, Like I thought you should do. That's how we edit this,
You have to oil it.
Give us a list But yeah, so there's dating apps for everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. And I'm not even versed like that because I don't have it. But it's not. I don't have a problem with it either. But I remember one of my brethren showed me this dating app where it was for young. When I say young, like men who are young who want to be with elderly women, but not to date, to have encounters.
What does that mean?
Sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like an escort.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
maybe
maybe
having
not even that. It's just we meet up with sex. That's it done.
See the word encounter, yeah? That's the most like nice
Down
way
the-
That's why I'm trying to be diplomatic.
to have. I'm just gonna have an encounter.
That was the politician in me.
Yeah, trust me.
They're literally knocking boots, bro. They're having sex, butt naked. This is what we want. Straight up and down. Come on.
With an old woman as well, you
Yeah,
know.
old women. And I remember they showed me the profile. And one of them, it was like a porno, yeah? One of them was there with a spliff in his mouth. Yeah, like it was a joke thing. Yeah. I didn't really get that explicit, but it was a joke. I was like, bro, what is that? Have you turned to a porn star? Because it looked like that. He was like, no, it's just a dating app. So for me...
He tried to play it down. No, it's just
Yeah, it's just dating app. I was like, so how did you end up there? And the woman's... Anyway. Yeah.
Was she nice? How old was she?
She looked like she was about 70 or 80.
Oh my gosh.
And it depends on health, innit? There's 70 and 80-year-olds that look good, you get me? But she looked like...
vegan ones, not the
she
vegan.
she looked like she was deteriorating. Like, literally, like her limb would have dropped off, her ears were dropping off, breasts dropping off. Like, that's how it looked. It didn't look too nice.
That sounds like you go there to get your balls up, but you might end up catching a body. Like.
Come on.
Literally.
It was like it was her last wish.
I don't know what happened. She said put her head into the pillow. I don't know. Why did I just randomly sound like Trump?
Well, what's your opinions on? Because it's a good question.
What, the
on
dating
apps,
thing?
yeah.
Do you know, okay, I'm on the dating apps, yeah. But
Well, you on one? You actually on
yeah, I'm on it. That's what.
I love that. And I'll be proud about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my chest, innit? But I'm only on it, yeah, because I don't really need it. But I'm on it to promote my music and that, innit? So I put my pictures, and then you see my video.
That's smart.
And
That's
it-
smart.
Yeah, I'm using it as promo.
That's actually
So they go, oh my gosh, I love your song. Da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, yeah, so where you from? Da-da-da. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
So you get the groupies. That's
yeah,
what you get the groupies.
that's the only reation why I'm on it. But I haven't got a problem with it. Do you know
I
what
feel like Gary Vee would rate that, you know.
Yeah.
He said, gotta get out there. Gotta get
That's
out
the
there.
marketing. That's the marketing, you know. That's quite clever.
It's another platform, innit?
Yeah.
That's quite clever.
It
Yeah,
is.
I mean-
I suppose now, if we're talking on that, with so many platforms that you can get out. Sometimes I think it's like some of the most unexpected things you can use to be your platform if that's what you want. Obviously, it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're a musician or artist or whatever, you're gonna use certain things. But you know, and sometimes the best way
As no, I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months, knowing how.
To conclude on a dating app, so I don't have a problem with it. I'm not on any. It doesn't mean I won't be on any. But I also feel like even though you're going to use a dating app, that's just the first step. There's still other steps.
Yeah.
Some of us, like, we use a dating app and we feel like, oh, it's all done. You know what I'm saying? And I've got some brethren who have some bad experiences on dating apps, you know, because ultimately it's kind of just cutting out that stage where you've got that initial approach. So that's gone now. You get me? Cool, not a problem, but you still got to get to know that person. Yeah. And you still got to be clear, you know, and concise with what your intentions are. Not even for that person, for yourself. Yeah, you get me? Because some people on dating apps for dating, they actually want to date. Yeah. Take me to dinner. Yeah. Let's go on a holiday. Yeah. Some people on dating apps for sex. I just want to bust. You know what I'm saying? I just want for you to deep sea dive. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, yes. That's what they're on there for. Yeah. Some people on for marriage. I'm looking for my husband. You know.
You know,
That's
do you know,
right.
like, does it get to that point? Yeah, because I think it's so true that people are on there for different reasons, and
That's what a bus.
yeah, you do get that. But then what if, you know, like, I don't think anybody would ever put that though. Nobody's gonna ever say, "I just want to."
Yeah.
And then
Nah,
what
some
happens-
man are on there,
and
you know.
then some, but not all. And then I feel like, what if, you know, you banter with somebody, they like the banter, they like the jokes, that person's looking for this. everything's going good. That person's seeing that person in their mind, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? They get to that place, and it's kind of like it's too late now because everything's already happened.
What do you mean? Exactly, I'm confused.
All right, so let's say, okay.
I like how you did that. Let me school these brothers.
All right, cool. So let's say you've got one person with one agenda, yeah? You've got another person with a completely different agenda. The thing is, the person with the agenda that one person doesn't want is not going to portray that agenda because they know, let's say the person that just wants to bang, they're not going to be like, I just want to bang. They may like each other in bantery ways. So then they might meet up for a date or whatever and then get on. And then that person, the other person who's looking for somebody really likes that person. Now, at that point, this is where everything goes wrong because if the person who wants to bang can make that person think, okay, this person wants more, then you get into a problem. Yeah. And I feel like that's a big problem. But then there's also a problem before that as well because I've been on a date in that before and I've met up with somebody who didn't look anything like...
Catfish.
That shit's real, you know.
Yeah.
But how different though? How different? You mean like was it hair out of place or was it a complete?
They might be fat.
Okay.
Discrimination.
Do you know why? Because do you know when you know when a girl's fat? Yeah.
Oh no, I know this one.
They just show the face.
That's face. Yeah, nah, but everybody's...
Sorry, ladies.
And yeah.